Honestly, if you're unhappy in life and you just don't know what's going on, and if you live in Dallas, this is only for if you live in Dallas, get out. Just leave. Just get on a plane and get on out. And just buy a one-way ticket. Because trust me, trust me, trust me, the moment you step on the plane, it's like the depression leaves your body. Actually, no, the depression's always with you, but for like 5 seconds, it'll leave your body, and then you'll realize that you're not in that state. You are not in Dallas, Texas. And that is how I feel when I hopped on the plane and went to New York LaGuardia. Every time I come to New York, why can't things be normal? And I wouldn't have it any other way. I knew I was on my way to New York because the moment the plane took off, the guy next to me, like this guy's like on the road just talking, and he's talking about how the earth is flat. And not only that, he was saying it in Spanish. Like, what is this? Now, I don't speak it. My Spanish isn't good enough for me to understand that. So the guy translated it to me, which I was just like, man, only in New York will this happen. Only in New York would, these ideas be accepted. Because if somebody in Dallas was saying the earth is flat, you're going to get shot. Like, a Texan would just boom, whip out his pistol, bing, bang, boom. And then, like, that idea comes, it dies. But New York, that kind of stuff is accepted for some odd reason. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's somehow accepted. And this trip, this trip is it's weird. It's definitely what I needed. I've definitely spent because I've been home for like the last 9 months. Like could have had a baby. Like that's like I could have gotten gal pregnant, had baby in the span. Like that's how long I've been in Dallas for this stint. So definitely every time here's how I know I have an unhealthy relationship with the city I grew up with. Every time I leave, I get so happy. Like the idea of coming back, like the idea that in like 12, 13, like in 2 weeks, I have to go back home makes me so sad. It actually legitimately, maybe for 2 weeks, you might actually see a version of me happy and smiling and talking about optimism for the world. All because I am away from the decrepit Dallas. Like I am telling you, and don't get me wrong, New York has its problems. Tell me why, like, the moment I step off, I see a rat eat another rat in the subway. Like, tell me why it just smells like marijuana. The moment I step off the bus, boom. I told my mom I might come back secondhand high because definitely there's something in the air, and that thing in the air is a marijuana. So, and I'm not here to bash people that smoke or whatever. I'm just saying that if you're from a state where that's illegal, and then you go to a state that it's legal, it's a complete 180. So, and I'm not saying like, oh, like I'm not here to bash. I'm just saying like this is such a contrast. But, I've done enough videos in Dallas, so that's not the whole point of this. But traveling was good. Traveling was good. It always expands my horizons. I try to take this trip at least 2 times a year. I'm gonna go see my sister tomorrow. I'm gonna be in Harlem because I have a confession to make. I have a confession to make. I lied to you guys. I'm not in New York. I'm actually in New Jersey. But technically I'm on the edge. I'm on the Hudson River. So it's like literally like I can see like New York is right there. It's just 25, 30 minutes by subway or by bus or whatever. But it's legit right there. And the reason it takes 25 and 30 minutes, not because it's 25 and 30 miles. It's actually 3 or 4 miles away. It's just people don't know how to transport themselves. They don't know how to get from point A to point B. So 3 to 4 miles takes 30 minutes because you got to stop to get your bacon, egg, and cheese or whatever people do over here. You got to stop to do those things. So that's why it takes so long to get from point A to point B. I may or may not have had a few bagels on my way from the airport over to my friend's place. But yeah, I'm gonna try to. This is not the start of me becoming a vlogger. Don't worry. This ain't no travel vlog. My bank account can't support that. My credit limit is too limited. I ain't no travel vlogger. I'm not here to show you some glamorous life. I'm not here to show you that. I'm just going to see. You see, the thing is, I don't plan these videos. So like when I hit record, I don't fully know what I'm going to say next. So. But yeah, so if you see a shift in tone, if you see, I wasn't, your boy wasn't captured by the Taliban. I know the lightings are Taliban lightings up in here, but no, like nothing to worry about. Trust me, this is intentional. I am safe. I am blinking twice because everything, like clap, clap, blink, blink, everything is a-okay, nothing to worry about. But yeah, no, I'll definitely talk about my experiences traveling. And then this time around, I'm also going to try to really be uncomfortable and try to go deeper into Chinatown, try to go deeper into Little Italy, try to go maybe try to do some museums. I'm definitely going to go to Brooklyn because I haven't been to Brooklyn in the way I should have. So I'm going to definitely try to explore four boroughs. Yeah, I might do a Dallas versus New York. I might also include my friends that I'm staying with. So, I'm gonna try. Like I said, these things are very unplanned, and one of them works nights, the other one works days. I sleep. Trust me, I just woke up and it's like 2:30, which is probably the most unemployed thing I've done. Well, I live an unemployed life, but so everything's kind of my schedule's kind of all over the place. Even this upload was kind of just like boom, 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 boom. But I'm just trying to figure it out. And that's kind of just a quick little thing. I think I'll come up with a more proper video tomorrow or definitely by Monday, but I'm going to try to make another video today or tomorrow. I don't know. Like I said, things are kind of just happening because I'm out of my normal rhythm, which I definitely needed because now I'm like approaching things from a different perspective. I'm gonna say your boy, surprise, surprise, your boy has friends. I know it might come as a surprise because you just see me talking. So you just, man, like, where, like, does this guy go out? No, I don't go out. But when I'm in New York, New Jersey, I attempt to go out. So yes, I'm going to try to what is it called? I'm going to try to keep filming. I'm going to try to, I'm going to go see my friends because that's actually 99.99% of the reason why I come is to see college friends and to see my sister who's over here because she's actually in New York City proper. So your boy's gonna be in Harlem. You're finally gonna live up the African American, the black. I'm gonna be in a black neighborhood. No more North Dallas. None of that. None of that. Like your boy's gonna be living the Afro-American life in Harlem as one should, because that is what I am entitled to as a black American. That's exactly what I'm entitled to. Yeah, that's kind of just a quick little update of, like what's going on, what happened, what the travel experience was like. I also want to thank everyone for watching yesterday's or 2 days ago's video. Thank you for everyone and all the new people. Like I know that there's new people. Just thank you so much. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. My socials will be linked down below and at the end. And we'll just keep going. We'll keep doing our thing and I'll see you soon.